Well, good morning, everybody. It is August 13th, 2024. And it's a special day. I love being here. I really like doing these comment videos. I've got a lot of comments to go over, so let's get at it. Most of them are on my visit to the Vietnam Memorial in Angel Fire, and they have a new feature this year. They have a replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall, which is the original is in Washington, D.C. There is a mobile one that they do that they take all over the country. This one, I don't know what the scale is. I'm going to guess it maybe half. It was surprising. It was, to me, it was a lot bigger than I expected. You see it in the video, but a lot of the comments are from that. The first one from Gray Piffle. Very moving. Thanks for showing it to us. From Lisa Roth, my friend Lisa Roth, a good friend of mine who is also a veteran. Lisa, thank you for your service. She says the Vietnam Memorial Wall is one of the most moving memorials out there. I was fortunate enough to visit the one in DC with other veterans. It was difficult for all of us since we collectively knew several names on the wall. Thanks for taking us to the memorial and Eagle Nest, Rob. And again, thank you, Lisa. Famous Unknown 8082. I appreciate you taking the time to visit this site and share it with us. My mother, who taught school for 35 years, made it a point to take my brother and me to DC back in the late 80s to visit all of the Smithsonian museums. My dad, who passed away when I was 13, was a Marine, and we wanted to visit the Vietnam Memorial while we were there. I was around 19 at the time and remember seeing all the names and realizing the majority were probably in their late teens or early 20s. Very true. When they lost their life. It was very sobering and stuck with me all these years. Me too. There's Tony Labella, 8901. There's Ojo Caliente, a natural hot springs resort, not too far from where you are. It's amazing. I should check that out. Charlie Clay, my friend here in camp, the husband to Diane. Thanks for showing us the Vietnam Wall. It was a grade school age at the time of this war. It was on the nightly news every night for me too. Very sobering seeing all the names of those that gave. All very grateful. A couple of responses to Charlie's post, though. M. Campbell, me too. I remember being worried for my brother all the time. Due to the draft, it was a war that affected pretty much everyone. And then Randy G., she responded to that saying, was going to say exactly the same thing. My oldest brother and all his friends, I worried myself sick over. After dinner every night, we would watch the news on the war. I wore a bracelet for a soldier and prayed for him every day. Tommy, that's a great story. Just because people have disabilities doesn't mean they can't do anything. This young lady proves that. That's my short on, it's called She Doesn't Just Skate By. It's a young lady with Down syndrome and her incredible story. Again, back to the Vietnam, Robin, there are times when it's okay to have no words. This was one of them. Thanks to all listed on the wall for their service and sacrifice. Thank you, Rob, for taking us to it. Robin Goff from Southeast Washington. Dan Hardesty, I like your reading comments. That was on my comments from a couple of days ago. Living your journey. Absolutely no words needed. Rob, he's referring to the Vietnam video. That's a beautiful memorial. Being a veteran myself and my father who served in theater in Vietnam, these memorials just hit me different. Last year, my wife and I flew to France to visit the American National Cemetery in Normandy, which was amazing. For me, it was sobering as the Vietnam Memorial Wall. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for your comment. I appreciate it. Naj, love to see the mountains. Beautiful drive, beautiful memorial. People take our freedom for granted. Freedom is not free. Lives paid for our freedom throughout many different wars. Thank God for those courageous people. Thank you for sharing this with us. Tommy, again, thanks for showing us that loud. I think a lot of people forget over 58,000 people died in that war. Let's see. Another one from Tommy. I like the comment rating. It brings your viewers into your blog. I hope you keep doing it. I will keep doing it, Tommy. Randy, beautiful young lady living life. That is for the young lady with Down syndrome. Again, back to Vietnam. Thanks you, Slim Pickens. Thanks, Rob, for the tour. My friend Dave has his name on the wall. That's got to be hard. Laid to rest in Rio Grande, California, in 1968. Susan Jack has a heart for that video. On my I Love Quartzsite video back about a month ago, Mike GC, when I drove a truck and had to go to California, I would stay at the Pilot in Quartzsite. I would always walk down the street to a restaurant and bar to eat. I'd have a few beers while I was there. They were the nicest people in that place, and all were friendly. This place had a cabin cruiser for a motel room you can rent. It's not there anymore, but I know what you're talking about. Randy has another one for reading comments. Thank you, Rob. It's nice to be heard. You're heard, Randy, for sure. And she loves the thumbnail of myself and Dottie. That was from the 811 version. Kate Kramer says for the Vietnam thing, thanks for sharing that, Rob. M. Campbell, there are no words for some things. That's on the Vietnam. And the last one today is King for a Day, 8725. Back in 1970, our entire class bought POW/MIA bracelets from the Red Cross for $2.50. It had the name, rank, and date the soldier went missing. You were supposed to wear these until the POW/MIA was accounted for. They were basically a narrow strip of stainless steel metal, very uncomfortable, but a reflection that may have been intentional to show grief for the missing soldier. Mine was for Captain Homer Leroy Smith. Probably about 15 years later, I gave mine to a veterans organization that was voluntarily collecting these and sending them to the family. Thanks so much, guys. Those are all the comments, and pretty moving today. Take care.